Hello everybody, welcome to Poly Games. I'm your host Joseph, and today we're going to talk about timed exclusive content, what it is, who it helps, who it hurts, and what I think about it in the long run. And I have to apologize if I sound sick, that's because I am sick and I am losing my voice, but you guys deserve a video, that's why we're doing this today. So, a few days ago I found out that Destiny 2 is going to have timed exclusive content yet again on the PlayStation platform, on PS4. Though the game is coming out also on the Xbox and now on PC, there is going to be some content you can't get anywhere else but the PlayStation 4. So, what is timed exclusive content? Well, I kind of just said it. It is content that, though a game might be AAA, like Destiny, for example, there's content locked out for everybody else but PlayStation 4. So there's weapons, armor, even missions you can get on the PlayStation 4 that you can't get anywhere else. So who does this help and why do they do it? Well, this helps developers and publishers because it alleviates some of the pressure into actually making a game. A lot of people don't know this, but one of the main factors, one of the main money drains of developing a game is actually not even in development, it's in marketing the game. Marketing and making sure people know your game exists and to convince them to buy it, that is the number one thing. So marketing and advertising is usually one of the biggest budgeted items on a developer's list. And if a company like Sony walks in there and says, hey, we'll take this burden off your shoulders, that's then more time for you or more money for you to focus on developing your game and making sure it runs smoothly and making sure it's all right at launch. For Sony, for this example, it helps them in a multitude of different ways. It shows the most casual of casual audiences, it kind of tricks them into thinking that this game you could only get it on their platform, on the PlayStation 4. It makes it seem like this game is a PlayStation 4 exclusive because everybody is playing, on a PlayStation 4 controller, or you see the best way to play and you just see the PlayStation and the controller, and people assume that, well, it is the best way to play. So some people, like when I used to work at GameStop when Call of Duty was on the Xbox marketing deal, some people walked in thinking this was an Xbox exclusive. Some people walked in thinking that truly the best place to play was on the Microsoft console. Whether or not that's true is debatable even as well. I remember Call of Duty Black Ops ran just a few frame rates better on the Xbox than it did on the PlayStation 3, like 1 or 2 frame rates. It wasn't even a big deal. So, again, half the time that's even bullshit. It's not even the best way to play, but the illusion is there. By the content, by locking you out of pieces or missions or armor or guns. That's the way Sony does it. It's also to try to convince you mindshare wise, to get you to think about Sony all the time. If you see Sony's strategy this generation when it comes to launching games, it's brilliant. What they do is they launch their first party games during the first quarter, right, during tax season here in the United States, and then they wait for a while. And when the holiday season comes out, those games drop in value, and then they rely on Destiny and Call of Duty to get the mindshare of Sony in your head. So you're always thinking about Sony, whether it is in the first part of the year or the second latter half of the year. And then when people go on to pick up Destiny, and then they see Uncharted 4 for 40 or 30 bucks, they pick that up as well. It's a really smart thing that Sony does, and that's why they say, okay, we could take the brunt of it because we don't have to have our games compete with these games because they know Destiny's going to sell gangbusters. They know if they compete with Call of Duty that they'll fail, so they're like, why beat them if you can join them, if they could join your team? So again, it's all about mindshare. It's all about being smart in the competitive gaming scene. That's a lot of benefits for Sony. That's a lot of benefits for the developer. Are we getting some of it? Well, if you're a PlayStation guy, yeah. You're getting all the things you want. It's a great time. Good for you. But for anybody else who isn't buying it on that platform, you're getting fucked. You're paying the same $59.99 as everybody else, as that guy on PlayStation, but you're getting screwed because you picked the wrong system. In air quotes. Rather, though you prefer mouse and keyboard, you're fucked because you do. They want you to go out and buy that console. They want you to be a part of their ecosystem. That is the main reason why they pay for exclusive content, is to make it look like this is theirs. And so the customers, the consumers are really the ones that are getting shafted in deals like these. People that prefer to play maybe shooters on an Xbox or a PC, those are the guys getting screwed because though these items will eventually go onto their console, most of the time, a year out from now, there's better weapons, there's better items to get, there's better weapons to acquire. So those weapons, they mean nothing when they come out. And by the time that they do come out, there are new weapons and new armor that are held beneath this secret paywall of Sony. And it does certainly suck for PC players and Xbox players. Now, for me, I'm not affected that much. I'm buying this on the Xbox One and on the PlayStation 4 because I live a really sad and hermit life. But for those of you who live a more productive life, this does suck. It really does. But for me, I get to play it on the PlayStation 4 with some of my PlayStation friends, and I get to play it on the Xbox One with my Xbox One friends, and I get to enjoy myself. And it's not even really all that bad at the end of the day as well when it comes to smaller developers, indie developers. A lot of the reasons why these games even get made in the first place is because Sony or Microsoft recognizes some greatness and some opportunities in these games and they pay for their advertising. Sometimes they pay for even just exclusive time with that game alone. And again, that helps that little developer out. That helps them so they can hire one or two more guys to make sure that their game is excellent. So there is a shade of gray here. If you're an indie developer, if you're a smaller developer, this is great because, again, you get to make the game you want and you get to hire more people or you get to keep that money and get more profit from your game so you can work on that game more. But if you're a big AAA developer like Bungie, if you're a big AAA publisher like Activision, this is just to get more money in your wallet. Which at the end of the day, I can't necessarily blame you because it's your IP and you get to do whatever the fuck you want with it. But at the same time, it just sucks that us consumers get shafted. So, is it all evil? No. Is it all good? Certainly not. It's a shade of gray somewhere. And I want to know what you guys think of it down below in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think of timed exclusive content. Is it bullshit? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Before I lose my voice, I just want to say thank you guys for holding out. I know it's been a while since I've made content. I got struck with the flu and allergies at the same exact time. So you can see that I'm like rotting from the outside in. So, ugh, boy. Hopefully I'm better, but today, this week, you're going to get nice 2 videos today, and hopefully I can make something tomorrow. So with all that said, all that out of the way, everybody, have a great day.